In fact, I was just telling you, I'm going for crawfish tonight.
Yeah, well, this is the time to do it, Eric.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's peak season. And what I wanted to do this morning is run you through a few different dishes and preparations I found around town that I think are noteworthy across a range of styles.
So not just a crawfish boil, these are some a little more fancy?
Well, let's say a diverse range of options.
There you go.
And spoiler alert, we'll end with a really good boil to get outside of the home. But
All right.
Caveat that, of course, the backyard boil is the pinnacle of all crawfish.
Yeah, because then you can season it the way you like it. I like it really spicy.
Oh yeah, yes, of course. Everyone's got their style to do it, and this will be a great weekend for that. But if you just can't get your fill, check out some of these dishes that you can find at restaurants. I want to start at Wishing Town Bakery Cafe. This is a new Chinese-style dim sum parlor and bakery. There's a location in Metairie, near Lakeside Mall, and there's one newer one uptown in Nashville Magazine, and this is their crawfish dumpling. This is part of a long menu
wonderful.
of dumplings. Yes, and so that's that's Chinese tradition right there, but with Louisiana crawfish on top and some crab meat underneath and a spicy sauce on top. Just really, really nice. But to veer a little more traditional, how about a good crawfish etouffee? When was the last time you had one of those?
I'm trying to think. It's been a
Right,
while.
it's an old school dish, and this is at a newer place, Seafood Sally's. It's on Oak Street, run by the same people who have Margie's Grill on Broad, very popular restaurant there.
I like how they leave the crawfish inside.
See,
Looks
the
good.
little touches like that go a long way. But Eric, this is just a deep down traditional Louisiana dish, the kind that you usually find at home. But they're making it for you out at the restaurant.
All right.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of good stuff that the chefs and
what's the
restaurants
price
come up
on
with.
that?
Oh, that one that's probably about $15,
Okay.
I'd say. Next, we're going to Pizza Dominica. This is their crawfish dip. Now you can't see the crawfish in this one, but trust me, they're under that molten crust right there. 2 locations of Pizza Dominica right now serving this one uptown, and then the newer one in Lakeview on West Harrison.
That looks like a heart stopper, literally.
It's a really,
But it's good.
Yep, it's a really good one, Eric. And I like that one because it's a good. It sets the palate for you when you're going out for some pizza. Get a glass of wine with that. Just dig into it.
Yeah.
Real nice. Next up, we're taking a little trip to Up and Adam Eats. This is a new breakfast place on Canal Street in Mid-City and near Carrollton and Canal. And this is their Chapatulas omelet. You can see the crawfish, also shrimp, also crab, also cheese, also Trinity, also a lot of flavor. And that's a great way to start your morning with some crawfish. That's a great brunch dish.
That's a pretty dish, too.
Yeah, really nice. They do great things there. And the name, Up and Adam Eats. I mean, for a breakfast place, get Up and Adam.
And that seems like a big portion, too.
Yeah, it's a really nice meal. Now, we're going over to boiled crawfish now, and I wanted to do show you something a little different here. This is a Filipino-style crawfish. This is from Southern's Food Truck. This is a food truck and pop-up that operates at a lot of breweries around town. They're at Zoni Mash a lot, and they're at Second Line Brewing.
Yeah.
And that's where they're doing their Filipino-style crawfish. So
What's the difference?
Well, this is boiled crawfish. It's tossed in garlic butter, which is sort of a Vietnamese style that we've seen around town. But at Southern's, they add an extra twist, folding in some of their Filipino heritage. There's lemongrass, there's adobo, there's ginger. It has a slightly sour but sweet flavor to it. It's crawfish. You're getting it. It's Louisiana crawfish. Just tastes a little different.
But a plate like that, I'm looking at the size of those claws. Those are nice-sized crawfish.
Right? I can see the envy in your eyes.
Oh,
Eric.
yeah.
It won't be long now. And then just to wrap it up, I am going to go back to the traditional. Just a really good platter of boiled crawfish. This one is from Cythers Seafood out there in Harahan. And the reason I like this one, Eric, is when you order the crawfish here, it feels like you're in somebody's backyard. It's the way that they boil it. It's the sides that they put in there. There may be some sweet potato. There's mushrooms, and just the crawfish themselves. There's no trick. There's no twist. This is just good Louisiana crawfish at peak season at a place that feels really comfortable. Flip-flops and shorts if you want, and just roll up your sleeves and get into it.
And I know gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins, but when I see crawfish, when I sit down and make an order, my order is always for several pounds.
Well, when you sit down to crawfish, it's a feast day, so I think some
it.
of the sins can be forgiven.
I think it's like religious to eat them, too.
Absolutely it is.
There you go.
Well, no coincidence that it peaks at Easter, perhaps. We all need it now.
Ian, thank you very much. You can read more about Ian's articles on NOLA.com or the Times-Picayune New Orleans Advocate.